Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another fine edition of Figuratively Speaking. Tonight, we've got Whiplash, New Eternia, and here we go.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining the stream. So tonight, we've got Masterverse, New Eternia, Whiplash. Want to go through some history on the character himself. Obviously, Whiplash is a fictional character in the popular Masters of the Universe franchise. A member of the Evil Warriors, Whiplash is an anthropomorphic reptilian creature. His main asset in battle is his long, bulky tail, which can injure or knock over his opponents by delivering a heavy blow, as well as being able to smash through solid rock. That's an amazing tail right there. Flash of Arms, in which he is presented as Skeletor's prime brute minion. He is unleashed upon Fisto as the final and deadliest opponent in a hand-to-hand arena fight, and is seen to instantly overpower Fisto, causing him serious damage until He-Man comes along, seemingly a feral savage killing machine with tremendous strength. This comic is a powerful introduction to his character, implying that only He-Man himself could beat him. In his later appearances, Hordak, the Ruthless Leader's Revenge, and also in Montana, the Menace of the Evil Horde. He is only seen in battles, but is holding his own against Grizzlor and Jitsu, and several other Eternian guards. In the Filmation series, Whiplash was introduced into the toy line's accompanying cartoon series by Filmation. At the same time, his action figure was released. Whereas most characters from his wave of toys appear rather sparsely in the cartoon, in the cartoon, Whiplash proves an instant favorite with the show's writers and seems to become a series regular once after his introduction. His portrayal is different from how he appears in the mini-comic, although initially appearing as another of Skeletor's amateurs, he is quickly shown to be smarter than he looked. He is active and energetic, and also sly and what's that stupid word? Convening villain, often coming up with crafty schemes of his own, and even branching out for himself as lead villain of the episode on two occasions. Trouble and Tralla, Betrayal of Stratos establishes Whiplash as a strong and independent villain, as well as creating a world of his own around him. This episode reveals that his home is in the Demon Zone, a dark underworld beneath Eternia, populated by countless gruesome creatures under Whiplash's control, in which he serves Kral, the devil-like ruler of the Demon Zone. Although an intriguing background for the character, it lacks a consistency with the rest of the series in that Whiplash seems to regard Kal as his true master, rather than Skeletor. And it is also stated that the barrier between the Demon Zone and Eternia can only be opened twice a year, which conflicts with the fact that Whiplash makes frequent appearances in other episodes. Meanwhile, Trouble in Trala features him attempting to dominate Orko's homeworld of Trala by learning the magic of the Trallans. Although he is a more formidable villain in the episode, this episode also seems slightly inconsistent with his other appearances in that it fails to explain his sudden interest in magic, as well as how he came to be on Trala in the first place. That is an interesting fact. If you've seen the Trouble in Trala show, it is kind of odd how he even gets to Trala in the first place. However, no continuity discrepancies within these episodes undermine the typical strong, memorable portrayal of Whiplash. Another high point for the character is in To Save Skeletor, in which he is fighting his way past the king's palace guards, not for the sake of ambushing the kingdom, but to seek the heroic warrior's assistance and offer a temporary truce after suffering a severe injury under the wicked demon Shigora, threatening Eternia for its own will. So Whiplash is definitely one of those characters that has a very, very strong background, but it's just definitely not the background that he should have. I want to go ahead and go through to the comments to see who's here or who has shown up. Adam from Radical Toys, good evening. Thank you for joining the stream, sir. Cobweb Collector, hello and good evening. Thank you for joining the stream. Duchess of Darkness, hello and thank you for joining the stream. Awesome work tonight, on as usual, on your stories for tonight. Absolute blast. Let me see here. Ray Black, good evening. How are you? Thank you for joining the stream. So really, with all being said, Whiplash is definitely a formidable character, and of course, his holding points as far as the Masters of the Universe toy line, as far as his vintage figure and the Origins figure, and now with the release of the Masterverse figure, which is just immensely menacing, and I really do love it. It's a fantastic figure, and Mattel, you did a great job. And as usual, there he is. I want to very poignantly show the artwork on the side, and of course there is Whiplash on that, and I love the art in the back. That he's a brute. He's a true savage and a very worthy opponent. Masters of the Universe New Eternia, original designs inspired by classic concepts. Whiplash, tail-thrashing warrior, the chaotic cataclysm that shattered New Eternia ripped open a portal to a terrifying dimension known as the Demon Zone, which I had just discussed. in his history, in his story, his background. Uh, Home of the powerful reptilian race known as the Caligar, and their leader, Whiplash, the merciless brute, conquers New Eternia island by island as he crushes all who stand in his way with the savage power of his thick-hided tail. And again, brute strength, and definitely a worthy warrior. So let's go ahead and crack him open. Let me grab my handy dandy knife. Slice this tape open. Today I was actually surprised. I had gotten an email from BBTS yesterday that my items that I bought from them, 9 in total, had shipped. What's funny is that at the end of the day, it showed up today. So I don't know if they had actually sent it like a few days ago, or because this is the first time I've ever gotten a ship notice and then it show up the very next day. So I've got my Snake Mountain, I got Webster, I got my Prince Adam, I got 9 items. So I've got 9 new shows to do. It's going to be absolutely great. So let's go ahead and bust open Whiplash here. I'm already loving this creature. He is menacing, and he's bulky, and he's heavy, and I love it. The first thing that really catches my eye on this particular character before I even bust him out is his torch, the axe, and this menacing tail. That is a brute, and it's beautiful. It's just gorgeous. And of course, the staff that we know that he has come with every character that has come out with in the toy line. Let me go ahead and crack that open. Carefully do this slicing of this. Probably going to have a whole lot of slicing to do with this character. There's one, pull it out. Beautiful weapon. It's got a little bit of weight to it as well. It's probably about 1.5 ounces, but it's still a little bit of weight. And that is a beautiful spear. I love this. Let's go a little further into here. Let's bust out the sorry about the plastic rattling. This is his axe. It doesn't have any battle wear really on it. I kind of wish it did, so I'll probably do some custom with this. And I'm definitely going to give it kind of a wash. I haven't decided which wash I'm going to try and do with it. I haven't really tried doing a wash, so it'll be a first experience. And of course, I'll use it on something that I have not, or that I don't plan on displaying. Now, I really do love this torch. It's got that clear iridescent orange into the flame, as you see at the top, which is just kind of orangish, yellowish, clear through. And I really love that. And then the textiles of the handle itself, that. It's beautiful. It's got the, I don't know really what kind of color to call this, but it's almost like a pewter color. And of course, you got your wraparound down here that's painted in a grayish beige wash, and I'm digging it. It's really nice. So he already comes with a few things that I really love. Let me grab his tail out. I don't want to cut the tail, so I'm going to go from the back. Let's pop her open. There we go. Pull it out. Yes. So here we go with the tail. That tail is beautiful and it's pliable. It's not going to break. And it'll actually hold its shape whichever way I place it. As you can see, I can go from side to side as well, and it's going to hold that pliable shape. It is a beautiful, beautiful thing. I'm absolutely loving this. I love the fact that they put this peg on it, so I don't know if I put it in, if it's going to actually stay or if I'll be able to remove it. I guess I'll find out when I do. He comes with these 2 closed fists, and I love that about this, especially with Masterverse. Masterverse does really, Mattel does a really, really good job with Masterverse. Not that they don't do a good job with Origins, but I have grown partial to Masterverse. It seems like they do just a little bit more, and in some cases, a whole lot more. What I did notice, specifically with the Webster that they did for Masterverse, he's got those clear iridescent eyes that are red. It almost looks like rubies, and I'm really digging that. I can't wait to bust him out of package. So he'll probably be my next one, but who am I kidding? I'm going to bust out Snake Mountain. That seems to be the hot commodity at the moment. Snake Mountain and some of the others. And I'll tell you what, I took a look at my Prince Adam as well. And the Prince Adam, that funny laughing face, I kind of thought it looked like at first like it was the character from Mad Magazine, and when I really look at the character a little bit closer, a little bit more, he's definitely got that not Mad Magazine type look. I guess it was probably the camera angle that they did for the picture and showing him off. But all in all, I'm digging the Prince Adam. I was digging the Prince Adam first of all because I like the fact that when they did the Revelation version of Prince Adam, he's like this real puny little dude, and now all of a sudden, by the power of Grayskull, I have the power. He becomes this huge barbarian, and I think that was what really drew me to that Prince Adam. But I'll admit, at first I was real skeptical of that particular Prince Adam, and how he could be He-Man, because again, 1983, 84, the 80s Prince Adam that I'm used to. He's still that womanizing, good-looking prince, built nicely, and nothing really changes about that Prince Adam except for the really nice tan and the bulkiness of him. So, with that being said, that new Prince Adam that they did for Revelation, it struck a little bit something in me, and I was just like, wow, that's really freaking cool. So here I go. I'm gonna pop this tail in here. Does that tail come off if I want to get it off? No, I think it's there. Yeah, that's there. It's not moving nowhere. So in order to get him to stand, I guess, with that balancing, I mean, this dude's got some major feet. And look at look at how they did these feet. These feet are amazing. And then the boots. So he definitely looks like he's formidable. I do like these boots a whole lot better than I like the how he is in the vintage and how he is in Origins. So I'm really digging the armor. The armor is absolutely fantastic. I dig this purple, and then it has the pewter colored rivets on it. And then I really love the gold belt with the purple and the pewter rivets on the loincloth. And then, of course, if you remove that or just lift it up, he's got a really amazing loincloth here. It looks really, really good. Mattel, you've done an amazing job as usual. I do love the fact that he is fully movable at the waist. He's got a really nice ab crunch. I'm really digging the helmet. The helmet is absolutely fantastic. And I think this is actually how I will display him on my shelf. But I've got to do this because I do it every single time. Look at this beautiful head sculpt. Now, this is the actual way that I would really like to see, had seen the vintage and the Origins face sculpt, head sculpt. It's fantastic. They have done such an amazing job with this, and I'm really digging how you can see the scales. If I can get my camera to focus in really nicely, there you go. You should be able to see the scale tone in here and the eyebrows, and of course you get the eyes with the with a little bit of that just kind of darkening under the eyes. Lets you know that, hey, I'm around and I'm something to fear. I love the teeth that they did this with the two teeth here going up and then the one tooth here. That is how I remember Whiplash, even from Filmation. And he's just menacing. And of course, you could take the armor off. I am going to take the armor off just because the simple fact is I really want to see that chest buck up underneath. So bear with me a second. Get that armor off. Probably could have did that a little bit easier. But here you go. Those shoulders and those clavicles at the top is just absolutely amazing. He is built for power. He is strength. And then when you look at the back, he's got that almost crocodilian look to him. And I really love that. The color scheme that they used for him, going from darker to lighter. So you've got a little bit of emerald green going on, and then you've got the more of the mossy type green going on here. And I love the fact that you can actually feel the scales on the legs and on the arms and on the back, as well as you can feel the scales on the chest. And this will give you a better view at that chest buck. It's truly amazing. He's got a really nice ab crunch. He's not stiff. So going with that as well, let me go ahead and pull the loincloth sash off. I do love this, but the colors that they have used on him are absolutely amazing. I love the orange on the belt, and I love the detail all the way around. As you can see, he is an amazing figure. He is definitely a force to be reckoned with. I am going to pop his head back on so he is whole. And there we go. That is Whiplash, as we sort of know him in Filmation form. And not necessarily not necessarily the Masterverse form. The Masterverse form is obviously with all the extra armament, and I'm really digging this armament that he comes with. So let's go ahead and take a look at what he's got as far as his God. He's just an amazing, 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 amazing character. He has got a very nice spread about him. That butterfly spread that he's got. He's just so freaking huge. I mean, like, the new Eternia figures, as far as certain characters, whatnot, you expect them to be brutes. You expect them to be what they are, what we remember, and they are that, and then they are something else, and I'm loving it. I think that yeah, they do. So his gauntlets come off his wrist. They're very nicely made. They have the sky blue and then goes into a very deep navy blue. And that is an amazing gauntlet. I definitely want to keep it on him. However, I could possibly do some extra stuff to him. He has got an amazing up, down, and of course you got the whole turnaround here, and you've got the full turnaround at the boot and also at the foot. I really do love his feet. His feet, as far as it's kind of weird. They're sort of kind of almost like Godzilla-ish, but at the same time, they kind of remind me of chicken feet in a way, and I'm glad they're not orange. Otherwise, they would be chicken feet. Going back into the chat, let's see here. Cobweb says that tail is all he needs to whip some. Yes, that tail is all he needs to whoop some ass. I definitely, yes. Let's see here. Master Versal Toy Hunter. Good evening, sir. Thank you for joining the stream. How are you? Good to see you again. Let me see. Gotti Who. Great figure. I bought 4. This is an amazing figure. I only purchased the one. But I'm definitely considering buying at least one more so I can have one like this and have one with his full armament, and maybe a third one just so that I could do some extra custom and see what I could do as a custom for him. This is an amazing figure. I mean, he's stout. He's built for brute force. I'm absolutely loving it. His hands grasp his weapons very, very nicely. And of course, there's a spear. If he wants to be a spear chucker or an axe thrower, he could do both, or he could just, he don't even need those. Look at the size of this tail. I'm absolutely loving it. yes, his accessories are absolutely perfect for his character. I definitely agree. I'm glad he's got more than just the spear. The spear is absolutely amazing. I also want to see how he looks holding the torch. And again, I love that. He is one of those characters that you don't want to meet in a dark spot. And if he gets you in one of those spots, you've been gotten. That is an amazing figure. I absolutely love it. I'm just trying to think of what kind of custom could I do to this character. Of course, I'd have to get more than just this one in order for me to do the custom. But again, if you look at the vintage, if you look at the Origins Whiplash, and then you compare it to this, you have to understand why I feel the way I feel about Masterverse at this point, because originally, again, I wasn't going to collect Masterverse. I figured that if I had the Origins, or if I had Vintage and Origins, that I'd be good. And then I stepped into that realm of purchasing my first Masterverse, and it was all uphill from there. And this, again, I'll tell you, you nailed it right out of the park with this. Great job. I have to give it 100 out of 100. There's nothing different that I would have done with this character. How you made it, and of course he's got that really nice double jointed knee, as well as the double jointed elbows. Everything that Mattel has done with this, I'm actually surprised that they didn't do a Mattel creation on this. Rolando Flores, good evening, sir. Thank you for joining the stream. As I place everybody's name up there, good evening. Thank you for being here. Being able to get them on clearance at Target has helped as well. Target has had an amazing clearance sale. I definitely admit that. I was just at Target earlier today, and I had seen a which character was it? It was the new Eternia Beastman. Still, some of the older characters that I've obviously already gotten. And of course, the Revelations characters are great, but they're not brutes like New Eternia. And the whole story of the New Eternia line, I'm still trying to discover where they're going with it. Is it after the cataclysm of Eternia? Which I think it might be, and how it affects the whole structure of Eternia. And are they going to do something with a structure to like Etheria, to involve Etheria into New Eternia? So I'm kind of wondering, it should be something. But yes, this is an amazing character. I love it. Great job, Mattel. I couldn't ask you for something better, because there's not a whole hell of a lot that I could say that you could have done better with this particular character. When they did the new Eternia Beastman, I'll admit I like that one a whole lot better than I like the Revelation Beastman. I feel like the Beastman from Revelation that they did, he was too puny. He was not beastly enough. And then when they did this one for New Eternia for Beastman, they made him correct to proportion. And kudos on that as well. But again, this is not Beastman. This is Whiplash. And what an amazing figure. What an amazing storyline. Also, not to mention, you know, I think they have a need to build on this character and his storyline, because Whiplash should be a very, very formidable foe. I know the difference between what they showed in Filmation, also what they showed in Revelation of what this character has been, what he could be. And I'm really waiting to see what happens in Revolution when it comes out, to see how him and the other minions of Skeletor seem to deal with Motherboard and all these others things that are getting ready to happen within the line. So what do you all think about this particular character? Definitely leave a comment in the comment section. Do all the YouTube things. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel. It only helps the channel with the analytics, whatever they want to call it. This is Whiplash in the form that he should definitely have been from the start. I love this character. Again, I give it 100 out of 100. Mattel, you knocked it out of the park. I couldn't ask for anything better. I definitely appreciate it. My very next video that I do, I will be announcing the prizes, as I found some other things that I'm going to do for the giveaway. So give me on this next video, and I will definitely have that together. And I'll actually do that as a separate video, not to be an unboxing or anything else. I just want to show off the prizes and go from there from on how you get it able to get into the drawing. I am going to say that if you're not in the continental U.S., I am going to ask that you at least pay for the shipping, as that is very expensive. And at the end of that, everyone who wants to enter to win, definitely do so. In order to enter to win, you'd have to like and subscribe the video, subscribe to the channel, and you'd have to like the video that I show that is going to introduce the prizes, and then we'll do the drawing and we'll go from there. But again, this is Whiplash. Thank you everybody for being here. Thank you all for coming back, as I have come back to start doing more videos, and I hope I'm getting better and doing better to keep everybody interested in the channel. Thank you all very much, and I will definitely see everybody on the next one. Good night.
Yeah, make all the demons quiet. Yeah, we were built to thrive. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night? Yeah, make all the demons quiet. Yeah, we were built to thrive. Yeah.